Alright guys, welcome to my final F1 2015 race review, this time for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And yeah, final race of the season, and let's get straight into things. Qualifying. So, Nico Rosberg took pole position ahead of Lewis Hamilton, a pretty decent lap actually, an amazing lap from Nico, spot on, everything was a great lap from Nico Rosberg, 4 tenths faster than Lewis Hamilton, and that was a sublime qualifying session from Nico Rosberg. We thought Hamilton had it at one stage, but Nico was on it pretty much throughout the session, and a great job from him. Kimi Räikkönen was P3, good job from him. P4 was Perez actually, he was actually in P3 temporarily in Q3, and basically one of the best performances of sports engines ever had, probably I think it was 4th, and I think ages ago in 2009 that had a pretty good result. But a good result from Perez this season, qualified 4th, ahead of Ricciardo in 5th, good qualifying for Red Bull, 6th with Bottas, ahead of Hülkenberg in 7th, Massa was 8th, ahead of Kvyat in 9th, and then 10th was Sainz Jr. 11th was Verstappen, 12th was Buttons. Button had a pretty good qualifying at the last race of the season at Abu Dhabi. Pretty good qualifying from them. Maldonado was 13th, 14th was Nasser, 15th was Grosjean, 16th was Vettel. A bit of a timing error from Ferrari to get him out for a final run in Q2, and well, I think it's Q3 actually, and that knocked him out. Alonso was out as well in 17th, 18th was Ericsson, 19th was Stevens, and 20th was Mary. So, going into the race, final race of the season, and actually, to be honest, the start of the race was actually pretty decent. It was pretty action-packed, had a lot of midfield battles, and I quite enjoyed it. But you know, we had a lot of Vettel coming through the field from 15th place and come through the field. Pretty decent job from him. And Button was right up there as well in the battling for positions, but outside top 10. And there's some pretty good battles going on actually. But then came the time towards the end of the race where things sort of changed, and basically, the two Mercedes boys, basically, Rosberg pitted for his second stop on primes, and Hamilton chose to go out longer. And it came to lap, 42 until Hamilton was able to pit, because he chose to pit that time, and the team wasn't telling him much about what they should do. You know, the team weren't stepping their foot down on what he should do, just to not lose too much time, and unfortunately it was too little too late. You know, Hamilton came at the pits 13 seconds behind. So in some ways I blame Hamilton for that, because he should have come in earlier than that to try and keep with Rosberg. But then towards the end of the race, it got me a bit angry, and I think I got a lot of F1 fans angry. The Mercedes boys said to Lewis, you either turn the engine down, or we turn Nico's up. But the thing is though, Lewis was on younger tyres, 10 laps on young tyres, and he was always 13 seconds behind anyway. So why didn't they let Lewis Hamilton use the engine and use everything he could to get near Nico to have a battle towards the end? And they weren't allowed to do that. Again, Mercedes-Benz are just not letting their drivers race, and it really upsets me. It upsets a lot of fans in the end of the day that they didn't let them have a little fight towards the end. Lewis was actually at disadvantage anyway, because he had lost 13 seconds because he stayed out longer, because the team weren't decisive enough to bring him in, and they were a bit, they weren't deciding when to bring him in. And it lost him enough time anyway, so they should have let him just drive the nuts out of the car, but they didn't allow him to. They said to him, we'll either turn your car down, or turn it goes up, and that's what happened, and they weren't able to have a battle towards the end, and then we missed that. Our fans, F1 fans, lost that again, and that makes me really angry. The past 3 races, it's been poor, absolutely poor. I'm happy that the season's gone completely, and I don't know anymore what they need to do, and I'm going to talk about my review of the season later on in the week. I'll talk about it a little bit more in detail, because I don't feel it's right for me to bring it into this review. Obviously, I don't want to talk about it too much. But just letting you know the final result, Rosberg was first, ahead of Hamilton second, Räikkönen a superb third place, great from him. Vettel was P4, came through the field, pretty good job from him. Perez 5th, great finish from the Force India. Ricciardo was 6th, Hülkenberg 7th, Massa was 8th, Grosjean for the last race of the season with Lotus, fantastic job from him for going to Haas in 9th, Kvyat was 10th, Sainz was 11th, Button was a fighting 12th, came through the field, had a bit of an incident with Verstappen, I think sort of midpoint through the race, but it was okay. And Bottas was 13th, ahead of Ericsson, Nasser, Verstappen, Alonso, Stevens and Mary, and Maldonado retired on the first lap because of an incident with Ericsson and Alonso. So that was the race, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. For me, I'd probably give it around about a 5 out of 10, just about. It was better than Mexico or Brazil. So guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a like and subscribe for more racing content on the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks guys.